everyone, and welcome to your Friday One show with Amal Rajam
and Alex Jones. There has been a lot going on this week, hasn't there, Al?
Loads.
There's been local lockdowns, potentially. There's been travel quarantines.
Strictly stars being revealed,
Oh, yeah.
and then, of course, Harry and Meghan becoming
deal.
television producers.
Oh, yeah.
So we've popped along to our favourite street in Leeds to see what the neighbours make of it all. Now, though, it's time to catch up on all of the gossip from the neighbours in Leeds, and there's been a lot to talk about.
Morning, Linda.
Morning.
Morning.
Hi, Mary.
No Hitesh today.
No, he's gone back to work after 5 months of furloughing.
About time, really. So, schools are going back.
I was asking my grandkids how, and they're absolutely really excited, which is a change from the usual, oh, do we have to go to school?
What about secondary, though? Because what's the situation with, like, wearing a mask?
We have to wear masks in all the communal areas, so that's corridors, toilets, break time, apart from lunching. They've been talking about sort of bubbling in a year group.
Yeah, they're going to have like bubbles, so each year group is a bubble, each class is a bubble, and then they have a super bubble. So if it's year one, the whole of year one will go to play time together, the lunch times together.
So if you're a parent of somebody who's perfectly healthy, but somebody in their bubble tests positive, what do you do about your childcare if you have to go to work?
So you go back to how it was, basically working at home with your kids at home around you.
Unlucky, Cam, you're not getting rid of them just yet then.
One of my friends, she's gone on holiday, she's gone to Portugal because she thought you don't need to quarantine when you get back. And now it's up in the air, isn't it? She's a teacher as well, so it's going to be a bit difficult.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Our daughter's in Corfu at the moment. They're due to actually move house on the 16th of September. So maybe that will get quashed if they have to quarantine.
How do you feel about booking a holiday, anybody?
We've booked a holiday, but it's definitely not abroad. We're going to go to North Wales in a couple of weeks' time.
I think if you're booking a holiday in this country, I think you've got to book it in advance because we've been trying to get a place and it's really difficult. There's not a lot of availability at all.
Well, you weren't safe in Devon, were you? You went down there and caused
Not
chaos.
all that safe, no. No, they didn't tell you in the brochures about the force 10 gales. We lost the tent, ripped in half.
Oh dear.
And we just headed straight for home and still were very, very wet by the time we arrived
Fully
here.
dried since we've been back a week.
Well, that's a holiday you'll not forget then, Dave.
So Strictly is due to start. Anybody excited?
I like it. The only thing I don't like is that means winter's here.
Have you seen the lineup?
I've seen Caroline Quentin's in it,
Yeah.
and I know her, but I don't know anybody else that's been. I've seen them, but I don't know who they are.
Well, Nicola Adams, she's in it, isn't she? The boxer from Leeds.
Yeah.
And it's the first time it's going to be a same-sex couple on there. That's exciting. So, you know, with the practice to do the dance routine, there's a lot of close contact. I wonder how would they manage to keep that safety?
We'll have broomsticks or...
Well, they'll have to bubble up more, and that'll be wonderful for the Strictly curse.
The judges will have to be well apart, won't they? Because nobody will sat next to each other.
True.
Well, nobody will want to sit near Craig anyway, will they?
Yeah, it's a bit of a bonus.
Right.
Well,
Right.
Bye then.
Great to see you all. See you.
Yes,
See you later.
It would be weird, wouldn't it, seeing them dance with broomsticks between them?
That would be really, really... Poor Craig,
quite
he gets
work.
such a hard time, doesn't he?
He does.
Anyway,
He deserves
Paloma,
it.
He does. Does he
I'm
deserve
joking. We love Craig. We love him.
it? Paloma, it is so nice to see. We've got your fantastic performance coming up later. We saw a little hint of it earlier. Just before then, we just saw a film about... We've been doing these films about how these communities, neighbourhoods have been trying to keep each other's spirits up through lockdown, which is such a big part of how we've all got through the last few months.